Hello guys, I'm ExxotikGaming, and today I am back with another Pixel Gun 3D video, another long-awaited weapon review. And today's review, as you guys can see from the title, is on the Armageddon UP2. This is a very good area damage weapon. It's also the original area damage weapon. This was the very first one released in Pixel Gun 3D back in either March or April of 2014, and it was the rocket launcher that everybody used. Nobody used anything else. It was the gun. I mean, you would not ever find a Silent School match without at least one person or two people using the Armageddon UP2 because it was just that popular. And it's still a very good gun, but unfortunately, after more recent updates and more powerful guns have been introduced, this gun has really kind of declined in popularity, and I very rarely see people using it. Guns like the laser minigun and the solar power cannon UP1 seem to be the only things that people use nowadays, and unfortunately those guns are a lot better than the Armageddon UP2. The Armageddon UP2 is a 3-shot against a Ruby armored player, so you kind of are at a disadvantage if they have something like the Hellraiser or another very fast shooting gun that can easily take you out if you do not have Ruby armor. But this gun still is a lot different than other Pixel Gun 3D guns. It's very unique compared to the other area damage weapons in this game. If you compare this to the other area damage weapons in the game, at least half of the area damage weapons in Pixel Gun 3D, you can only shoot one rocket at a time. But with the Armageddon UP2, as you guys can see right here, there are 4 different rockets that you can shoot at a single time against somebody when you're going against them in head-to-head combats. Unfortunately, this person's a very overpowered laser minigun with invisibility potion, so you're obviously not going to beat somebody like that. Not even going to try. This person, Death, frickin' not a good player. But, you know, you're not going to always go against people with the laser minigun, so you don't really have to worry about that. But it's still a good gun. I mean, if you're lucky and not everybody has their super overpowered guns in Pixel Gun 3D, you should still get some pretty decent gameplay, especially if you're a lower level player and not everybody has the laser minigun or Ruby armor. But yeah, I mean, if you're a lower level player, go right ahead and get the Armageddon UP2. I do believe the upgraded version of this does cost gems, but it's not too many. I believe it's under 100 gems, so you can almost earn those gems in order to pay for the last upgrade of this gun. Definitely use this at close range. Definitely at close range, like Mafia, Mansion, Silent School. That's where you're going to get the best gameplay with this thing. Do not try to use this thing in a Heaven Garden match or Parkour City match, because you're just not going to be able to take somebody out. You know, you're going to have to calculate the trajectory of where this thing is shooting, and it's just not going to end up very well for you. So, easy kills here and there, guys. It's a one-shot even up to that armor, so there's some benefits there. Against a Ruby armored player with the anti-gravity blaster, you're not going to beat them because they're probably the most overpowered people in the game. So, you know, oh well. But, you know, not everybody's going to have Ruby armor and the anti-gravity blaster like this person does right here. And I actually was able to take them out, amazingly. And that's the benefit with the 4 rockets. You can shoot 4 quick rockets at that Ruby armored player. And if you are lucky and you get 3 of those 4 rockets to hit the person, you'll be able to take them out before they can even get 1. Here's the Ruby armored player again, and, you know, unfortunately, I probably would have guessed that was not going to end up well on me, so, you know, oh well. All these people are saying no kill, and I really don't care. It's just going to amount to better gameplay from me, so you know what? Oh well. Yeah, guys. So this is the Armageddon UP2, especially if you go into a no-kill match. You can get really good gameplay on that, so there are some benefits there. And, you know, if you're in a no-kill match, even against a Ruby armored player, you'll probably be able to take them out. I really like this gun, though, guys. I mean, you can... Right now, I'm getting amazing gameplay just because most of these people aren't using the game for what it is. So, that is why I'm getting monster kills and ultra kills and triple kills and everything. It won't always be like that, especially if you're at a higher level like I am right now. Be prepared to miss some... Like this Ruby armored player, you're just not going to be able to take them out very easily, so just remember that. But you can still get some pretty good gameplay with this Armageddon UP2. I really like this gun, though. I know, you know, another benefit with this thing is the fact that it looks really cool, you know? If the looks on guns are a very important thing to you, I mean, hey, the Armageddon UP2, it looks pretty awesome. And, I mean, you know, what's not to love about a good-looking gun in Pixel Gun 3D? As I said before, it has the scope, but don't use this thing at close or at long range. You're just not going to end up doing very well against them. It's just not going to work out in your favor if you use the scope at a long-range person like right there. Because, I mean, if the person's spawning right there, look how many seconds it takes even to take them out. They'll be able to move out of harm's way in time before you are able to do that. So you don't really want to use this thing at long range because it's just not going to end up the best gameplay out there. I mean, there's a longer range shot there, and I completely failed because the person moved out of harm's way pretty easily. So definitely use this at close range. Do not try to use this at long range, and you know, it's pretty good. So here's this ruby armored player here, and we're going to try to take them out, but it's not going to end up like that's going to happen. So, you know, oh well. But yeah, guys, I'm getting some pretty good gameplay with this against lower level players. They're not lower level, but they just don't have any armor. So if you're a lower level player and not everybody has armor, go right ahead. Go right ahead with this thing and get it, because you will get some good gameplay. And it doesn't run out of ammo extremely quickly, because it does have 4 bullets that you can shoot. So there are some benefits against that. Don't know why this ruby armor player has to use their laser minigun. Still was able to take somebody out though, so there's a plus with that. But I mean, I really like this gun. If I'm in a match where not everybody has ruby armor and the laser minigun. I mean, if I'm using this thing in a match and people are all with ruby armor, I'm gonna end up raging a lot because everybody's gonna have better guns than me, and you know, just makes you mad. You know, if you can easily take somebody out with the solar power cannon and you're sitting there with the Armageddon UP2. It's just going to make you mad when you die when you have the Armageddon UP2, because you could have gotten them with the solar power cannon pretty easily. Like the solar power cannon, that's a 2-shot against a ruby armored player, as opposed to this one being a 3, so obviously this one's more powerful and a lot easier to take a ruby armored player out. It's always good to have other guns, though, in your inventory when having this gun. It's never good to just use this in all different ranges. So, you know, have something like your prototype for longer range shots, and then your Armageddon for close range. You know, like somebody, whoa, they're right behind me, let me just shoot that. And that's where you're going to get the best gameplay, you know, for, you know, maybe even a shotgun or something like that. And that's where you're going to have the best gameplay, you know. Don't just have the Armageddon UP2. That's what I always say. Always have different guns with you in your inventory at all times to cover all different ranges, because, you know, you never know. What if somebody's all the way on the other side there, like that person is right there? Probably not going to be able to take them out with my Armageddon very easily, because it's just not going to work out well. So, you know, there's problems in this, but, you know, what are you going to do? Against the laser minigun, don't even try. Like, I was completely disregarding that ruby armored player because it's just not going to work out at all. So, let me just... Maybe I can even talk to them, or there's only 3 of us left, so I'm gonna join a different match. You know, it sucks. Somebody with the ruby armor and laser minigun joins a match. Everybody else is gonna leave because they can't beat them. So, you know, oh well. Let's not create a match. Let's join another one. Maybe not Silent School. Maybe Mafia Mansion, possibly something like that, and show you guys some gameplay in a different map. Maybe even a long range map, just to show you guys how not ungood. Well, I was about to say ungood. How bad it is at long range. It's just not going to work out well at long range. Mafia Mansion, everything looks like it's filled. That one only has 2 players. Is there a decent one out there that I can join? Maybe Prison, possibly? Prison, I'm not really ever good in Prison, so I don't expect the best gameplay in Prison. But here's a Mafia Mansion map. Here's another pretty good map for this weapon. Unfortunately, people do jump around a lot with their Ninja Tabi boots, so if people have their Ninja Tabi boots and you have the Armageddon UP2, you're probably not going to do too well. But, I mean, I really like this gun, and if you're lucky and you join a match that doesn't have a ton of super overpowered players, you should do alright. It does take a while to reload. That's another bad thing about this, and I figure pretty soon... Did I just deflect that shot with my Armageddon? Not entirely sure what the heck happened there. But, as you guys can see there, it does take quite a bit to reload, so there are some problems with that. And I figure eventually Really Soft is going to fix the quick reload. I'm guessing that's going to happen. All these people are floating there, don't know what the heck is going on right now. But, I mean, if you're lucky and you can find some people that don't honestly know who's shooting you, even if they're Ruby Armored player, you should probably be able to take them out, because, you know, even the Armageddon UP2, it shoots pretty quickly, and it doesn't, you know, it doesn't take too long to take somebody out. Here's this Ruby Armored player here. Everybody's saying I'm fake and stuff. Not going to buy more ammo real quick right here just because there's only 11 seconds remaining. That would be a complete waste of coins. But, you know, like I said, always have different guns with you because you will run out of ammo in your Armageddon UP2 and then you're going to have to use another gun. So, you know, maybe that will be another area damage weapon and that's fine. But just always have another gun in the backup, like as a backup gun. But I mean, I really like this gun. It's good. I mean, like a person here with diamond and ruby armor combined, I believe it's a 2-shot. Was not able to get that person. We're going to try to get him right now. I think it's a 2-shot. Let's see. No, it's actually a 3-shot, so it still is kind of underpowered. It says it has a 23 lethality, and I don't believe it does have a 23 lethality. But that's just me. I mean, I personally think this should be set more at 16 or 17. That's what this should be set at, because the solar power cannon UP1 has 19 lethality, and it's a 2-shot against a ruby armored player. This one has 23 lethality, but it's a 3-shot. So I think Really Soft might have messed up on the stats there a bit. Not entirely sure why, but you never really can judge Pixel Gun 3D guns based off of their stats. Like, you know, there's a gun like the solar power cannon. It clearly looks like it's not as good as the Armageddon UP2, but then when you do gameplay with it, it's definitely a lot better than your Armageddon UP2. So overall, if you're a higher level player, I would totally recommend getting the solar power cannon over this Armageddon UP2 because it's just, you're going to get better gameplay with it. I'm going to buy one more thing of ammo here, and once I run out of ammo here, I probably will be good. And then I'll end the video there, guys. So, you know, yeah, let's just probably start the outro here. So, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video and would like to see more Pixel Gun 3D weapon reviews, then be sure to hit that like button, comment, favorites, and subscribe for some more Pixel Gun 3D videos. I have a lot of weapon reviews on my channel, like 60-something weapon reviews, so you can check all of those out and see if you can like every single one. That's a challenge for you. Try to watch every single one of my weapon reviews on my channel, even the old ones that are absolutely terrible. And yeah, guys, so here's the turrets here. Unfortunately, don't use the Armageddon against the turret, especially if that's terrible, putting a turret right by spawn. Very newbie. Against a gold armored player, I believe it's like a 1-shot, maybe possibly 2-shot, depending on how much of gold armor they have. I don't know if like my gold armor is a 1-shot or if it's a 2-shot, so I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, guys, this is the Armageddon UP2. I do apologize if I went on at some points and didn't really make sense. It's just because I am extremely tired, and I went to that powerlifting competition that I said I went to Saturday. I went to a powerlifting competition, and I had about 6 hours of sleep last night, 5 hours of sleep, so I am very tired, and some things might have not made sense. So, hopefully they all did. Hopefully this was a decent review, and yeah, guys. Let's get this person real quick right here with my scope, possibly. Not entirely sure what's going to happen. That's going to happen, me dying. But, you know, I got some decent gameplay here and there. Not the most fantastic gameplay, but not the worst. You know, if I was using, like, the hot plasma pistol, I probably would not get the best gameplay out there. I would not get as good of gameplay as I did here with my Armageddon UP2. But yeah, guys, this is the Armageddon. It's a good gun. It's a good gun, especially if you are a lower level. So yeah, guys, let's get one last kill. There we go. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.